we will start with case 2. And the only difference between case 1 and case 2, if you look at the Kendall notation, MM is the same. Okay, but your number of servers is more than one. Okay, it's multiple servers. So it's denoted by C in the formula, and then the rest would be the same. GD, infinity, infinity. So you will see that the only difference between case 1 and case 2 is the number of servers. For case 1, it's 1. For case 2, it's more than 1. Okay, you have to check uh, the problem to see how many servers you have in the queuing system. Multiple servers providing identical service. Okay, so C is multiple servers providing identical service. All right. So again, just as a review, for every queuing model, this is your queuing model. Ito yung mga formula natin. Okay? Ang input natin sa formula would just be this one, no? Lambda, the arrival rate, mu, okay, mu, the service rate, and C, the number of servers. Could be one, could be more. Okay? So these are inputs to your model. And once you have the model, you can now calculate using the formula these outputs. And these outputs are said to be steady state characteristics or statistics of your system. Okay, steady state yan. So in steady state, you will have the formula under each case. You will have the formula for P0, P sub n, and then you will have the formula for any one of these, either L, LQ, usually L or LQ. Okay, and then the rest will be derived using what formula again? Class?
Little po.
Oo, you'll use Little's formula. So pag alam mo na yung P0, Pn, tapos isa dito sa L or LQ, the rest, you can just use Little's formula, yung relationship na dinevelop ni Little, to come up with the values for L, LQ, W, and WQ. And then, of course, rho, since given naman yung lambda and mu, you can always compute rho, and it represents the traffic intensity or kung gaano ka kung gaano ka dami yung sineserve doon sa system na yon, and therefore it also represents the utilization of your service facility. Okay, and then this should be less than 1. This should be less than 1 para hindi maging explosive yung system. Okay, so always look out for this. Now, of course, if you have multiple servers, this rho will be greater than 1. Okay, pero if you factor in yung number of servers mo, yung rho mo for the number of servers will now become less than 1. We'll see that later in our example. Okay, so let's go to left side of your screen. You will see that case 2 is actually same as case 1 except for this one, no? Except for this one. Okay, so deriving the formula using, again, the rate equality principle, just like what we did last time, longer lang ngayon kasi you have multiple number of servers, you will arrive at the following summary of case 2 formulas. As you can see, the output that you can compute given the input, no? Given the inputs here, okay, the output that you can compute would be PO, PN, and then one of these, no? LQ. Okay, and then the rest you use Little's formula. Okay, so let's solve problem number 2. Okay, what's given in the problem?
Sir, C equal to 4 po.
Okay, C is equal to 4. And then, what else? Ano yung nakikita nating 100 per hour dyan.
Arrival rate po, sir.
Okay, arrival. So, lambda is 100 per hour. And then, ano yung nakikita nating 40 students per hour dyan?
Service rate po.
Service rate, that's mu is 40 per hour. So, as you can see, okay, since you have multiple servers here, okay, then this is, so after writing down the given, you now express the Kendall-Lee notation. So that's, in the problem, was it given that Poisson yung arrival rate?
Yes, sir.
Yes
Okay,
po, sir.
students arrive according to a Poisson process. Now, if a problem does not give you the arrival rate distribution, then just assume that it's Poisson, no? Kasi for all the cases, it's always Poisson, eh. It's always M, if it's not given. Okay? Service time is said to be exponential. So pag exponential yung service time, automatic yung service rate would be Poisson. So that's MM. And then you have number of servers is 4. Service discipline is always GD for all the cases. And then, as you read through the problem, there's no mention about imposing any restriction, di ba? Kung sino yung pwedeng pumasok, kung ilan lang ang pwedeng pumasok para magpa-register. Wala namang minention. So, pag walang mention, then wala kang restriction. So, you assume that's infinity. And wala ring sinabi kung saan nanggagaling yung mga students. Okay? So, you assume that it's infinite. Okay? So, pag walang mention, you assume it's infinite. Kasi, if it's finite, you should know exactly how many. So, pag hindi minention kung ilan, then you just assume it's infinite. Is that clear? Is that clear, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you have the Kendall-Lee notation. From the given, you can actually calculate for your rho, which is lambda over mu. Okay, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. If you calculate your rho, 100 over 250, sorry, mali, 100 over 40, that's 2.5. That's greater than 1. Okay, that's greater than 1. However, for this case or for this queuing model, MMCGD infinity infinity, case 2, this is case 2, it is expected that your rho will be greater than 1 kasi you have multiple servers naman. So remember that your mu here is the service rate of one server. Okay? One server can serve at the rate of 40 per hour. Okay? Pero since you have 4 servers, then collectively, okay, doon sa system, collectively, you can actually service 160 per hour. Tama ba, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay? 160. So if your arrival is 100 and your collective service rate of the 4 servers is 160, then your system is still not exclusive. Diba? Kasi you have more than one server naman. Okay? I hope that's clear. Huh? So for case 2, your computed rho will definitely be greater than 1, pero collectively, the rho will be less than 1. Okay? So now, let's go to letter A quickly, no? Para hindi, kasi matagal din isolve ito eh. So letter A, what is asked for in the problem? What fraction of the time are there no students in the registration center?
Sir, is it 1 minus rho po?
1 minus
Rho.
fraction of the time na walang tao doon.
Okay.
Rho is the traffic intensity kasi.
Is it
So, it talks about utilization, di ba?
P0 po ba, sir?
Okay? So, fraction of the time that there are no students, yung N kasi, yung N is the number of customers in the system. So fraction of the time that there are no students in the registration center, take note that the registration center is your system, is your queuing system. Kaya yung sistema mo kung saan pupunta yung mga customers, di ba? So kapag ka walang students, then that means fraction of the time means probability. That means you're looking for P0. Tama yun, P0. So again, sabi ko, identify what is being asked for in the problem. Pag nagkamali kayo dyan, syempre, kahit open formula, mali na yung masosolve mo. Di ba? Okay, wait lang ha. Okay. So, P0. So, follow this formula. Now, kahit na given yung formula, ipapractice nyo to kasi baka mamaya pagdating sa test, hindi nyo alam paano gamitin yung formula. Okay? So, that would be equal to 1 divided by, lagay lang natin yung formula, summation of n equals 0 up to c minus 1. So, if you have 4 servers, you're just getting summation of n equals 0 up to 4 minus 1. Okay, up to 3. Tapos, since you have already computed for row here, it's equal to 2.5. Okay, then you just use 2.5 raised to, I'm looking at the left side of your screen, 2.5 raised to 0 all over 0, raised to n all over n factorial. Okay? And then, that is 0 to 3 lang. N is equal to 0 to 3. Pag 4, then you have to use this 2.5 raised to c, which is 4, over 4 factorial times 1 all over 1 minus 2.5 over 4. Do you follow, class, yung sinusulat ko ngayon dito? And then this one, I need you all to get your calculators and practice, no? Using your calculators to solve this, no? Para may experience na kayo before going to the test. So this one, itong portion na to, when you expand this, this would be 2.5 raised to 0 over 0 factorial plus 2.5 raised to 1 over 1 factorial plus 2.5 squared over 2 factorial up to 2.5 cube over 3 factorial. Okay? And then ituloy nyo dito, 2.5 raised to 4 over 4 factorial times 1 over 1 minus 2.5 over 4. Okay? Sagot? Quickly ha. Can't afford to lose time eh.
$443 over 40. Ay, wait pa.
Sir, 144 over 3,829 po ba?
4 decimal figures, please.
Okay. Sorry, sir. 0.0376. 0.0376 po.
Hindi.
Sir,
Sige
ang
po.
nakuha ko po is 0.0737.
Okay. So, check mo na lang yung nag-0.036 the answer should be 0.0737. Anong hiningi sa letter B, class? O, ang tanong, what percentage of the time will there be students lined up outside the building? So, fraction of the time ulit ang tinatanong, di ba? Percentage of the time and fraction of the time are the same. So, probability yung tinatanong. Pero probability this time of how many customers in the system?
5 po.
Probability of 5?
P is greater than 5.
P n greater than 5? May P5, may Pn greater than 5. Tama na ba yun? Basahin ulit yung problem na mabuti. Ang gusto natin is yung fraction of the time, percentage of the time, na may students lined up outside the building. So, you have to ask yourself, ilan ba ang students sa loob ng center bago magla-line up sa labas yung isang student? Kung ikaw yung student na pupunta sa registration center, pag ikaw yung pang-apat na student, nasaan ka?
Nasa counter, sir.
Pag pang-apat ka na student, nasaan ka?
Nasa fourth operator po.
Nasa fourth operator. Tama? Pag pang-apat ka, ibig sabihin yung tatlong operators may sinaserve na, nasa fourth operator ka. Pag pang-anim ka,
Nakapila ka na po sa labas.
nasa labas ka na?
Nakapila po sa loob.
Nakapila ka sa loob. Kasi sabi dito, if the waiting area inside the center building will comfortably accommodate 5 students, so if you're the 6th student, you're still inside. Tama? Naghihintay ka pa rin sa loob. Tama? Naka-aircon ka pa rin. Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, hindi probability of 5 ang hinahanap natin. Kasi, kapag more than 5, yung 5 and 6, yung 6, nasa loob ka pa rin eh. So, ang tanong dito, kailan bago ang estudyante ay kailangan na may line up outside? Ilan dapat yung laman sa loob para magla-line up na siya outside?
9 po ba, sir?
Pag 9, pag ikaw yung 9th student, pag ikaw yung 9th student, nasaan ka?
Nasa loob pa rin po.
Nasa loob. Kasi 4 sineserve, tapos yung 5 nakaupo sa loob, di ba? So, kailan siya kailangan nasa labas?
Pag 10th student na, sir.
Yes, 10 student or 11 students. So, 10 or more. So, ang hinahanap dito is the probability that n is greater than or equal to
10.
10. Okay? So, yan yung sinasabi natin, di ba? Greater than or equal to 10. Kasi, pag 10 or more, tsaka pa lang, kailangan mag-line up sa labas. So now, if you solve 10 or more, napakahaba niyan. Kasi, remember, your n, number of customers in the system, okay, infinity yun. Wala kang restriction sa mga pwedeng dumating at pumila. So, therefore, it's 10 up to infinity. So, laging kapag greater than yung probability problem, you convert it to 1 minus
One minus p, the probability of n less than 10, sir.
1 minus probability n less than 10 or n less than or equal to 9. Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can now use this formula to solve. Okay? Anong formula gagamitin ko? This will now be equal to 1 minus anong formula gagamitin ko dyan sa mga given dyan?
Yung
Tama ba, class?
row raised to n po over yung nasa baba po, sir.
This one? Yan.
Yes po, sir. Yung second part dyan.
Second part dyan. Tingnan mabuti. Tingnan nyo yung ginawa natin. Di ba n greater than or equal to 10? Tama ba to? Tama ba, class? Yung probability n less than or equal to 9 is P0 up to P9. Tama ba?
It's the first formula.
Wait lang. Ito muna. Itong nasa screen nyo ngayon. Itong nasa right side ng screen nyo. Di ba ito yung expression ng problem? 1 minus Pn less than or equal to 9. Tama ba? Hinahanap natin yung probability na there are 10 or more students in the system. Correct? And the probability of 10 or more students in the system is 1 minus probability na 9 or less. So 1 minus the probability na 9 or less is 1 minus ito yung 9 or less. Tama ba, class? Tama ba, class?
Yes, sir.
So, therefore, kailangan ko ngayon isolve yung P0, P1, P2, P3, isa-isa. Tama ba? Kaso, anong gagamitin kong formula? For P0, ito yung formula. Pero for P1, anong gagamitin ko formula para sa P1? Di ba ito? Kaso, step function siya. So, kailan ko gagamitin ito? I will use this to solve
Yung 1 to 4 po, sir.
Okay, kasi hanggang C eh. So I will use this to solve P1 up to P4. Okay? And then, ito, pwede mo nang tanggalin ito. I can use this now to solve for, since kailangan ko rin yung P5 hanggang P9, I will use this to solve P5 up to P9. Is that clear?
Yes po, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, 1 minus, since alam na natin yung P0, then, that is equal to 0.0737. Tama? That's P0. Now, tingnan ninyo, yung P1 hanggang P4, at saka yung P5 hanggang P9, parehong may P0 as a factor. Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, po, sir.
laging may P0. So laging ilalagay ko yung 0.0737. So ang gagawin ko, ifa-factor out ko na, ilalabas ko na yung P0. Okay? Kasi common factor siya sa lahat eh. 'Di ba? So lalabas ko na. So ang mangyayari, this will become 1 minus 0.0737. Okay, lalabas ko na. Ito yung P0. This is your P0. Then the first term inside, ang ilalagay ko is 1. Kasi dapat it is 1 minus, the first term should be 0.737, should be P0 eh. So 0.737 times 1 will be 0.737 plus P1. Yung P1, hindi ko na kailangan ilagay yung P0 na formula kasi nailabas ko na. So ito na lang yung matitira sa loob. So what is rho? Rho in this problem is 2.5. Okay? So 2.5 raised to 1. We're now solving for P1. Okay? 2.5 raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial times P0. Okay? Yung nasa labas. Nakuha nyo? This is 2.5 raised to 1 over 1 factorial times P0. That is your P1. Okay? Next, 2.5 raised to 2 over 2 factorial, okay, times P0. Okay? Kasi common factor ito. That will be your P2. So gagawin mo yan hanggang P3 and P4. So you'll have 2.5 raised to 3 over 3 factorial times P0 plus 2.5 raised to 4 over 4 factorial times P0 ulit. Okay? So that takes care of the upper half. Then the lower half, you start with this one plus itong baba naman. Rho is 2.5 raised to 5. Your n is now greater than c. So raised to 5 divided by your c is 4. And then n will be 5 minus 4. Okay? So, ilalagay ko na dito times 4 factorial. Again, this one times P0 ulit. Okay, nailabas na natin. Naintindihan ba, class?
Yes po.
Oh, if there's anything
Yes
that you
po,
don't
sir.
understand, you have to tell me, ha? Okay, plus, nandito na tayo sa lower half ng step function. So, rho, again, for P6 naman, probability of 6 customers, 2.5 raised to 6, divided by 4 raised to 6 minus 4, times 4 factorial. Okay, following that formula. And then, 2.5 raised to 7, divided by 4 raised to 7 minus 4, times 4 factorial. Okay, and then, continue. Sabi ko sa inyo, mahaba to, no? At pag hindi nyo pinractice to or tinignan man lang before the exam, problema kayo sa exam. And then lastly, you have 2.5 raised to 9 all over 4 raised to 9 minus 4 times 4 factorial. Then you enclose this, meaning everything in the enclosed parenthesis or bracket should be multiplied by P0. Okay? In order to get the final answer. So now, I want you to practice. Get me the final answer now.
Sir, 0.018, 19 po ba? 0.019.
Correct. Correct. Okay, so see how much time we spent just for that one letter. Okay, letter C. Letter B pa lang pala. Letter C. How long on the average does a student spend in the center waiting to be registered? Again, you need to let me know kung ano yung hinahanap na yan.
Sir, WQ po ba?
How long, no? How long? So oras ang pinag-usapan. So tama, W, no? On the average, does a student spend in the center waiting? So ito yung keyword dyan. Gaano katagal siya sa loob ng center naghihintay para makaregister? So that means WQ. Tama. Okay? Kasi yung waiting time na hinihingi dito is yung time na nakapila siya at naghihintay siya para makapag-register. Okay? So, in contrast to W, which is the total waiting time doon sa registration center. Okay? We know from last meeting's discussion that the total waiting time in the registration center or in the system is the waiting time spent by a customer waiting to be served plus the waiting time while being served. Okay? So dalawang components yung total waiting time. Since dito tinatanong yung waiting lang to be registered, WQ lang ang hinahanap. So, going back to the formula, wala namang WQ sa formula. So, kailangan nating isolve muna ito and then use Little's formula to solve for WQ. So, LQ muna tayo. So, LQ. So, substitute natin yung values. So, look at the left side of your screen. That's 2.5 raised to C. You have 4 servers. So, that would be 4 plus 1 divided by 4 factorial times 4 multiplied by 1 over 1 minus 2.5 divided by 4. I'm just substituting the values. Okay, 2.5 divided by 4 squared times PO. Since we know PO, that's 0.0737. Did you get it, class, in substitution?
Yes, sir.
Yes po,
Okay.
sir.
Please solve LQ quickly, please. Kundi, hanggang 6:30 na naman tayo nito.
Sir, it's 0.5331.
0.5331, and the unit of measurement for LQ is number of customers. So this therefore is 0.5331 students. Okay? Waiting, average number of students waiting to be served. Okay? So WQ therefore from Little's formula, okay, Little's formula. Apat yung formula doon, pipili lang kayo ng isa na gagamitin. And pwede nyo gamitin doon yung LQ is equal to WQ times lambda. Or lambda times WQ. Okay? So from this formula here, you will see that WQ is equal to LQ divided by lambda. Okay, class? Balikan nyo lang yung Little's formula, no? Makikita nyo yan. And then LQ is 0.5331. Lambda, what is lambda?
Sir, 100 po.
100. So this will come out to be
0.0053 po.
0.53. And what is the unit of measurement? Minutes, hours, days?
Hours po.
Okay, so this is hours. Okay? So letter C, therefore, ito yung sagot. Letter D. On the average, can we expect a student arriving 3 minutes before closing time to make it just before closing? Make it means makapag-register siya, matapos siyang mag-register. So let's say 5 o'clock ang closing. Dumating yung student 4:57, pasok siya sa system, sa registration center. Pumasok siya. Okay, do you expect na matatapos siya before closing time? Okay? So technically, he has 3 minutes. Ano yung kailangan natin i-solve para malaman natin, ma-predict natin kung matatapos yung student na yon? What do we need to solve?
Sir, W po.
Okay. Thanks, Jason. Ha? W. Bakit W? Explain lang natin.
Sir, yan po kasi yung total time na maghihintay siya sa pila tsaka po matapos mag-register.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, pag na-compute, tama yun, no, Jason? Pag na-compute natin yung W, ibig sabihin, yan na yung total, from the time na pumasok siya, hanggang sa time na pwede na siyang umalis, yan na yung total time. So, kapag na-compute natin yung W, at less than 3 minutes, anong ibig sabihin? Pag more than 3 minutes, anong ibig sabihin?
Sir, pag less than 3 minutes po, ibig sabihin kaya before closing matapos. Pero pag more than, hindi po siya matatapos.
Okay, good. Okay, so tama yung sinabi mo. So pag less than 3 minutes, kaya. Pag more than, ibig sabihin hindi siya matatapos. Okay, so let's compute for W. Anong gagamitin ko ngayon to solve for W? Little's formula. Okay, so if you go back to Little's formula, you will see, siyempre gagamitin mo na kung ano yung nasolve mo na dito, di ba? May LQ ka, may WQ ka. Pag may WQ ka, gamitin mo na yung WQ. Di ba? W is equal to WQ plus 1 over mu. Waiting time sa pila plus yung waiting time while being served. Okay? Nakita niyo ba to class sa Little's formula?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
po, sir, yung derivation.
Okay, so meron kang ganyan sa Little's formula. So W is equal to WQ 0.0053 plus 1 over mu, and mu is equal to 40. Okay, 40 per hour yan. Make sure na tama yung unit of measurement kasi this one is hours. This service rate here is 40 per hour. So, ang lalabas dito is W is equal to something in hours, no? So, add. You will come out to have point
0303.
okay, 0303 hours, no? So, para masagot natin, kasi 3 minutes na to, we have to convert W into minutes. Okay, so alam niyo na gawin ito, times 60 minutes per hour. So that will give you 1.818 minutes. So, ibig sabihin, student arriving at the center, at the registration center, will take only 1.818 minutes on the average to finish the whole process and depart. So, since W is less than 3 minutes, then, ano conclusion ulit?
The student can register.
Okay, student can finish the registration process before closing. Okay. Letter E, how long is the line of students waiting to register? We're talking now again, how long is the line of students waiting to register? Anong hinahanap?
LQ po, sir.
Okay, LQ. How many students ang nakapila? Okay, since we already have LQ dito sa taas, ito yun. We just put it here, 1.5331 students on the average nakapila.